Good morning. Good morning. Today is June the 25th. Good morning. Good morning. The time is 8:48 p.m. The DUI guy is going to be on here. Ray Foreman, a great lawyer in Louisville, Kentucky. The DUI guy. Got all the kitty cats fed. Went out and looked at my work I done last night. I should have done it before and after. Well, you all saw it in videos what my house looked like on the outside with some mildew and dust on it. It looks a whole lot better. And make sure you go to the DUI Guys channel, hit the thumbs up, hit his subscribe bell. Make sure you get all notifications on that bell. And if I ever get in a car wreck again, I think I get him for my lawyer because I didn't like the one I had before that lives over in Kentucky where he does. But they screwed me. They promised me $50,000 plus bull crap. And it's about 11 minutes away, but you know, court never does get started on time. So I'm going to present it, and we're going to have to wait, 10 minutes. So the closing arguments of Karen Reed. Okay, people. I don't know who goes first in that state there where Karen Reed is. Here in Indiana, the prosecutor goes first, then the defense goes. I hope that that's the same way in that state. The prosecutor should go first. I watched this jury trial from day one, starting with the Turtle Boy. If that wasn't the Turtle Boy covering this from day one, it wouldn't make the national news. And some YouTubers would probably wouldn't stream it. Thank you, Turtle Boy. You all need to go to the Turtle Boy's channel, subscribe to his channel, give him the thumbs up. As I showed you yesterday, he got attacked, Turtle Boy did, by the McAllister's people, I guess you could say. But the law, I guess, in this state, that the police officers got to see it. But in about way, they did see it when they saw the video, but they still didn't arrest him. And that lady that was McAllister's or whatever daughter or sister-in-law, she attacked Turtle Boy, assault and battery him. Could that be also classified as sexual battery too? Every state's different, or Commonwealth is different. They saw the video. They saw it, but it wasn't in person. I want you all to make comments on that. I want you all to maybe watch it later or watch it here in case I have problems. You can go to the DUI guy and watch it on his YouTube channel. I don't make no money off of this. Just, I'm promoting the DUI guy because he's a good DUI if you live in Kentucky and Indiana. I think he says he does go to other states, but that's between you and him. So I love the DUI guy. I don't know him personally, but I watch some of his court cases. It might be a year old, it might be more than that. Get down off of my computer. Why you dumb cats gotta walk on this table, walk over my computer? You got food. You have no business up on this table. So, and make sure you go to the DUI guy, give him the thumbs up, um, subscribe to his YouTube channel. What I like about the DUI guy, Larry Foreman, is that he explains everything that I stream it. And I, he explains it for people who's very smart. It's slow, can't comprehend stuff. He explained it with people that can't understand it too good. He explains it where you can understand it. I like it. There's some lawyers I don't like because some of them to me is stupid. And you're on the planet, people. You see lawyers advertise if you're in a car wreck, get hit by 18 wheeler, police brutality, stuff like that. Research it. Talk to you got friends who've been in car wrecks and they sued. Ask them about their lawyer. If you're a good lawyer, you don't have to advertise on TV. Word of mouth is the best way to go. And I know there's lawyers out there probably watching my YouTube channel. My question to you, since I had a lawyer from Louisville, Kentucky, say if I tell you all about him or them, because it's a big law firm, and tell you how they done me when they promised me 50,000 plus. Did I get it? No. I got around $1,000. Time I paid bills off, really didn't get that much because you have to pay like my insurance. I had the first $5,000 they paid, but Medicaid, Medicare, you have to pay them back. And plus, that lawyer got 40%. That sucks, people. Ask him in writing, what's the percentage? How much do you guarantee me or my family? Get all this in writing. And you're in a car wreck, make sure you go to the hospital. Have the ambulance take you. And if you need to go to rehab, you need to go to rehab. Like in my case, I went to the ER. They took X-rays. I went to rehab for months. That was hell going through. And you want to make sure you can get future medical bills. But research the lawyer. Talk to your friends. Who that they sued because they was in a car wreck or police brutality, like Carolyn in Fort Worth, Texas, happened to her. As I showed you the video, you saw her lawyer talking to her while she was in the car, either getting out of the hospital or getting out of jail. I guess she was getting out of jail. What that Kruger did to her was wrong. That's not the first time he done something like it to Carolyn. Carolyn's in her 60s. She looked bad with black eyes, and you see she had her arms up where they pull it out of the socket or broke it, her shoulder, and she's in pain. I want you to send prayers out to Carolyn. And the video I shared last night, I showed you their YouTube channel. Go there and give them the thumbs up, subscribe. They keep you up to date on Carolyn. But how can you use this to the rest? I wish I could find the video. If you all know where the video link is, can you send it to me where they show Kruger beating her up, knocking her down to the pavement, bust her head open, the pool of blood, and all this. I want this to go planet wide. How can you resist? You was on the ground, you was unconscious. When you're unconscious, you can't resist. That's not the first time that Kruger done it. They had two lady cops there. They should be charged like he will, probably by the FBI. But if you people can get it out there to your local news stations on the planet, make it go national. That's what she needs. This makes me sick. Truth and justice for all people. That's what we need. Fort Worth, from the way I've stand and I've saw on videos, Fort Worth, Texas abused a whole lot of people. The mayor in Fort Worth, Texas ain't doing anything. The chief of police ain't doing anything. I mentioned, said, where's Walker, Texas? Oh, you know what Walker is. FBI get into it. People, I'm not racist. I remember from high school when the Germans
Where's
did
Sewin?
to
Sewin is more than
the white.
just a place on the map. Sewin is Jeffersonville.
That makes me mad.
Sewin is Clarksville. Sewin is New Albany.
I want you all to watch.
And more.
I've watched this jury trial from open argument and all this there and watch it. As you're here during the closing arguments, you might hear in the video My question for your people, you and me can't get the Zoom link.
So when is in Southern Indiana? Join us on a
Oh,
mission. Go sewin.com.
why is the FBI looking into the police
Joining us for
department
the first time,
and all this?
welcome.
There's Larry guy.
You're about to, if you're joining us
Sweet,
today for the first time, there's no better day to join.
getting ready to go to
honestly.
law school.
If you feel
Be a
like you
great
missed a lot,
lawyer like
don't worry
Larry.
about it.
You got a good
Everything will be made clear today.
I think she's
Okay.
from California.
Today
California
at
don't get no snow
9
unless
a.m.,
you're
which
up
is when
in the
the
mountains. I got my camera turned off, people, because I don't have a shirt on.
Tuesday, and we were off Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you understand the court
get her
schedule was
speedy
very
trial.
foobar, very all over the place. It was not consistent in any way, shape, or form. And so it is day 31 of actual in court testimony. However, it is approximately day 60, no, day 70. I think it's day 70 of calendar time if you count from the beginning. This is day 70 since the trial began on April 16th, 2024. I can actually.
Okay, people. In the Constitution, as you know, it says a speedy trial. You heard Larry said they was off so many days a week. That's not a speedy trial. I can understand if it was a holiday. She didn't get her speedy trial. Some of you that had been watching this, either on the Turtle Boy channel, the DUI Guys channel, make sure you go to the DUI Guys channel and subscribe to his channel. Give him the thumbs up. He's a good lawyer. I don't know him personally, but I've been watching his channel and his sweet, lovely girlfriend. She's from California, came to Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, where it snows. The weather's different from California. They both are good people. When Larry's there, she's doing his live stream.
Actually verify.
So I want to thank you.
Yep, exactly 70. Wow. Okay. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta.
Hey,
Today is day 70 since we started jury selection. Think about that. Think about that. Karen Read has been in the hot seat for 70 days for a murder she did not commit. Can you imagine?
See, I agree. Larry's been watching this from day one, just like I have. The police botch the investigation. You do not use a leaf blower to blow the snow away. And if you watch Galvin Fish, and he had a retired FBI agent on it. And he's also was a CSI. He said the police screwed up the whole investigation. You know, I know the jury ain't supposed to watch this when they get home. People will be people. And they showed in the coroner's report. I'm going to talk while he's talking.
And on top of that, for two extra years, 2.5 years almost, since this whole thing happened, January 29th, 2022. I can't. I can't. 2.5 years since this all happened. We are, thank you for asking, Mercedes Benz. We are feeling better. As you can hear, I just can't get over this thing. It's like a lingering, annoying, it's like a sticky, it's like I stepped in some sticky mud and I can't, I, I can't get out of it.
Okay, Larry. Maybe you got to take old fashioned medicine. I don't remember if your mom or your grandma ever done it. A hot toddy. I'm not a doctor. I'm not making, but I remember when I was a kid, my grandma and them used to fix a hot toddy. Like it's a shot of whiskey, some honey, and some real lemon. Not the lemon juice, the real lemon. You mix it together. You take there's socks, baby, people, and you take about a tablespoon before you go to bed. Maybe that might help, Larry. I know a mustard pack. Some of you people that's my age remember your mom or grandma putting a mustard pack on you. I thought that's kind of funny. But I want to thank you all. Since you all been watching this or maybe new to it, I had a person yesterday that came on my live stream. They didn't know anything about the Karen Reed murder trial. They looked it up and they've been watching videos. I want to thank those people. I believe they subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Truth and justice for all. Make America great again. Thank you all. And like I say, Larry
But I'm feeling better.
explains
I'm not as
everything to
strong. I don't
you.
have as much
Come on.
stamina. I don't have as much energy. I don't have as much strength. It's really annoying. COVID is really, really, really annoying. Like we got it like 3 weeks ago. It feels like I don't know. I lost track. Nah, it's been 2 weeks, right? Right, 2 weeks. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is week 3. This is week 3. And I thought, like, that's it. I feel good. I feel fine. And my body's like, no, you're not. I was like,
Did you
man,
go to the doctor, Larry?
this sucks. Like I still have like phlegm. I had to literally, I was supposed to have a jury trial on Monday. I had to get that sucker continued literally today. And I'm not coughing because I have COVID. I'm coughing because I have to look at her face again. Um, yeah, long COVID is like months, years, but this is shit. We're gonna heal from this in like a week, hopefully, because we got work to do. Chandler and I are going to New Mexico, folks. You know what's in New Mexico? Alec Baldwin. Oh, we're gonna have feet on the ground, folks. I am in I'm officially in on Alec Baldwin, by the way. I don't know if I told you guys yet. I kind of held it close to the vest, but because I didn't want to like spoil the news. But now that the cat is out of the bag, Karen Reed is almost done. I can tell you all that I officially have an in. So does Chandler. We are officially in with the Santa Fe, New Mexico. Like the 22nd. And I'm gonna be gone by then probably. We won't stay longer than that, but today is gonna be really good. Today is going to be really, really good. I'm really excited for closing arguments finally. Closing arguments are going to be the Karen Reed case. Let's get back talking about the Karen Reed. Now that you know you're primed and ready for Alec Baldwin. Well, actually, before we jump off of that, real quick. So on Alec Baldwin, so Chandler and I are going to be both in New Mexico, and I am going to be in the courtroom most days if I win the lottery, and then Chandler's going to be streaming, and then vice versa, the days or whatever. So that's going to be that's going to be something, folks. I'm really, really excited for that. So we're going to have hopefully every single day of the, because I knew this was a long time coming. I specifically blocked off that time from my calendar, and I said, "Do not disturb."
It's
Like,
9:14.
do
I
not
told you all
schedule
courts never
anything.
start on time.
Anything. I told my associates, nothing.
Yeah.
And then at the end of July, no, beginning of August, we're going to Europe. That's gonna be fun. We're going to a wedding in Poland, and then we're gonna visit. I'm gonna visit Copenhagen. We're gonna visit Rome, maybe a couple other places.
Sorry, people. I'm having problems with StreamYard.
I got an answer. How does it go in Massachusetts? So some states like Kentucky, defense closes first and then the prosecution goes second, and that's it. Some states, the prosecution goes first, then the defense, then you have a rebuttal by the defense. Some states do defense closing, prosecution, defense gets a rebuttal. Those are extremely rare. I think only one state does that. It's usually either prosecution's last or prosecution is first and last, and then the defense is sandwiched in the middle. Mrs. K. Grift is saying first the defense, then the prosecution. That's it, 1 hour each. So that's like Kentucky. Kentucky's story.
I think the prosecutor should go first.
Let the extras go. So we lost one juror not that long ago. How many jurors do we have remaining then? We had like 17, right? Or 16 remaining. Are we down to like 15? Do we have 3 extras? Yeah, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, or if you're on X, you can just comment, right? Or if you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you are, we've got We've got 1,000 people watching on X. We got 1,000 people watching on YouTube. 5 people are watching on Facebook. Hi, Facebook people. And we got 1 watching on Twitch. The Lone Wolf. Shout out, Lone Wolf. Where are you on Twitch?
See, it's either YouTube or the internet or StreamYard's having problems.
There are 15 remaining, says Kelly Brown. She thinks there are 15 remaining. People are saying she is wrong. There is a rebuttal.
You are unmuted.
Oh, loudly slams.
I need to see.
It's in session. Yep, there he is. There's Brian Albert. Oh my God. There's Jennifer. Oh my God, the ugly witch of the West.
She is that's
There's
the lady
Colin.
that
There's
assaulted
Jennifer.
the Turtle
Brian.
Boy Sunday.
Oh, you ugly mother. Oh, I can't even look at you. Oh my God.
Hey, DUI
She's
guy.
gotten really, really dolled up, didn't she? Look at her. Look at her makeup. All that makeup is not going to hide the Skeletor. Your ugly soul, ma'am.
That's the lady that assaulted the Turtle Boy Sunday. You saw that on my live stream, and you saw it on the Turtle Boy. Make sure you subscribe to the Turtle Boy because he's going to do an update on this.
That's disgusting. You're going to try and intimidate the jury. Exactly. Why are they back? I mean, they can be because there's no more testimony. That's it.
They're doing that to intimidate the jury.
I hope they get cuffed. Oh, they're practicing. Oh, they're practicing.
Since you all been watching this and taking notes,
They're practicing for
reasonable
their future
doubt.
litigation.
If you got reasonable doubt, you got to find Karen Reed not guilty. You heard mute, unmute. To me, that's the FBI. Why is the FBI looking into this case? Some of the evidence that they brought out
God,
was
I'm
from the
so today. I want to
FBI.
punch every single one of them in the face. Trying to intimidate the defense? Oh, oh please.
Your
No,
jury
they're not gonna
must
intimidate
find her
Brunetti
not
or
guilty.
Jackson. Are you
The
kidding
police
me?
screwed
Ain't
up.
no way.
You heard him committed perjury.
When will people learn not to name their kids Karen? Mandu, what's up, Mandu? Mandu in the house. What's up, brother? Mandu.
So the
For those
police
who don't
screwed
know,
up
Mandu
the
is at home.
investigation. They didn't clean
I helped
put the yellow
bring his
tape
channel back
up
from
the
the
crime
dead
scene.
after he got like, what
As
was
you
it,
heard,
72?
the snow
72
removal
copyright
people
strikes,
did
bro.
not see the body laying
God,
up
those
in
were
the
the
front
days.
yard.
That was a couple years ago, wasn't it?
You all saw
Last
photographs
year.
of Karen
Wow,
Reed
time flies. It was like a year and a half
SUV
ago. It was like January
in
of
front of the
2023
police car.
is when
You
you reached
saw
out to me, I believe. I don't know
people
if you're still in
that
the chat.
brought it up
This
where you
was
could
9
see
minutes
it,
ago.
the red part of the lens and
But yeah,
the
I think it
right
was
side
January
of
because
the
I remember I was
vehicle
in
was still
Arizona.
there.
I was in
And
Arizona.
they missing
Yeah, I agree. It
like
has to be
40
9:30.
minutes of the
C622,
video. They
welcome to the
pulled it
channel. Thank you for
into the
joining us
police
as a member.
department garage, Sallyport. Sallyport usually means
Shelly
jail.
Hall says, Jill Daniels and the other guy that assaulted Turtle Boy has been charged with assault and battery. And why are we back to my OnlyFans? I don't know what's going on. I mean, it is the last day.
Somebody explain to DUI guy what
Assistant
happened
District
Sunday.
Attorney Greg Connor is sitting beside Ms. Reed. Mr. Reed, sorry. Wait. What? No, probably like in his own little box, right? Not like.
That looked like a prosecutor.
Not like next to him. Holy crap. Wait, he is sitting next to him. No. He's across the tape. He's across the tape. I see what you mean. No, but he's across the tape. So they have 5 seats. They have 5 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's this tape for court personnel only. Because I've been in the courtroom, I can tell you that's what it looks like. You see that tape right there? That black. He is sitting adjacent to him. He is the Assistant District Attorney Greg Connor. He's probably there for morale. He's there to boost morale.
No, showing that the prosecutor knew they
close,
was
but
wrong.
there's nowhere else for him to sit, like to be, in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go back to Shelly's comment. Shelly says Jill Daniels and the other guy that assaulted Turtle Boy have been charged with assault and battery. Jill Daniels and the other guy that assaulted Turtle Boy have been okay. You said it twice. Thank you, Shelly. Yes, good. Larry, will you tweet when there's a verdict? I don't want to. Come on. Don't give the guy hate. He's good. He's fine. He's fine. He's doing fine. He just put himself in the line of fire. That's the only thing that I was upset about yesterday. Not upset, but like, people were like, the people who are just die-harding over him, like, I'm like, oh, eye roll. Come on, man. Whatever happened to like human decency and analysis and thinking things through before you do them?
I think she's been
That's
on
all I'm
the
about.
channel a
About
few
using your
times.
brain, using common sense. Sometimes common sense is eludes
But
you.
with
But yes, I
that
will be waiting
family
for
there,
information,
they're
of course,
there
as
to
long as I'm around and not like asleep,
intimidate the jury.
dead by the McAlberts.
No, that's what they're there for, to intimidate.
Oh, and is that somebody said Kerry Roberts? Is Kerry Roberts in the courtroom as well? Sitting next to no, that's not Kerry Roberts. Kerry Roberts is not in the courtroom today, is she? I don't see her. Oh, she is? Wait, hold on. I must have missed her.
You need glasses.
Jeez, hold up. Where is she then? Is she sitting next to Brian Albert? Is that her? Is that Carrie? On the left? Yeah, next to Brian. Okay. I see. I didn't watch her testimony because I was in Aruba. No, I was in the Bahamas.
Hey, you see that?
I was in the Bahamas. When
That's the one
so
that saw the Turtle Boy.
Like.
I think he was the
She
other
looks prettier
one.
than
I
she
don't
was
know.
on the
You have
stand.
to
I
watch
mean, they all
the
dolled
video.
up. Like, look at all the makeup. Oh my God! Why? Did they really think it's gonna make a difference? Do they really think that it's gonna?
This is a lady right here that assaulted the Turtle Boy. He's not a boy.
If I look pretty, the jury will acquit. Maybe they'll ignore the evidence, look at my pretty face, and go, "Yeah, you know what? Let's just convict her. Like, screw it." Brian looks like a killer.
What is the FBI going to do
That's a hell of
after
a
this
statement.
case is over?
He looks like a killer. He does, though.
They the killers. The McAllisters, they're the killers. And I love you all people. You've been on the jury
For so
before,
long.
some of you haven't. Reasonable doubt. If you find reasonable doubt, you must find the person guilty.
Does anybody think, by the way,
Boy, he's getting gray
does
hair.
anybody think that the jury has been tampered with? I haven't really given that much thought, but the level of corruption.
That's true.
Oh, a juror was just dismissed. Hmm.
See, the McAllisters is threatening them. Police officers
Not
threatening them.
David McAlbert's made you laugh like an idiot. You built a cannon? Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
So, people, I don't like
Sure, I
corruption.
found it.
Truth and justice for all.
I've been
Make
wondering
America great
if the jury
again.
has been like tampered with, because look at all the level of corruption that we've had so far in this case. We had corrupt cops, we have a corrupt judge, we have a corrupt prosecutor. Do you really think that these people are beyond trying to buy some of the jurors?
It does happen, people on the planet. Thank you, Larry. When you got corruption, that means you got judges, you got
I think they're
prosecutors,
above that.
police officers. It's
I
all
know. Isn't
over the
that sad,
planet.
Sugarfoot? It wouldn't surprise me at all either. Unless they're like really good at convincing, which I doubt. Um,
I think they
you're gonna
should
have
have
a hung
called
jury,
a mistrial in the
and
beginning.
they're just gonna hold out, right? They're not gonna vote not guilty. Like everyone else is gonna be like not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, and then one person is gonna be like, I'm not changing my vote. I'm sorry. And then the judge is gonna have to give them an Allen charge. If you don't know what an Allen charge is, I'll tell you. An Allen charge is basically the judge bring the jury back and go, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we really appreciate your time that you spent trying to reconcile and get a verdict in this case. 11 to 11 votes in one direction, one vote in the other direction. You won't know which is which because they don't reveal it intentionally. And you just hear the split. Like, how are they split? 12 to 1, 11 to 2, or sorry, such an idiot. 11 to 1, 10 to 2, 9 to 3, whatever it is, 6 to 6, And then the judge goes, okay, this is an Allen charge. What I need you to do is I need you to go back and I need you to try again. I need you to try and like come to a resolution, come to a conclusion.
All
Like
it takes
if they're
is one
split, if they're
jury,
split
the
like 6 to 6, like straight
McAllisters,
up,
they're
or
corrupt.
something like that in a case, normally a judge may even go like, I'm not even going to Allen charge them. It seems like they're dead in the water. But if it's like, even 7 to 5 or 8 to 4, 9 to 3, especially if it's 11 to 1. 11 to 1 screams Allen charge me to the jury, That's what an Allen charge is. But I don't think we're going to get
I
that far
wouldn't want
unless
to
there's
be
a
that
quad
one
and base for a
person
juror
that
sitting on the jury.
voted guilty.
That's the only time that
I
that might
wouldn't
happen.
want that person on my jury trial. You wouldn't either. The evidence
All right,
shows
let's see what's
that
happening.
she didn't do it. How can she get justice when you in a corrupt county?
Juror number 3 has walked out, according to Aiden Kearney. This is as of 7 seconds ago. Juror number 3 has walked out. After she did, the attorneys continue to discuss with Judge Canoni. Some have suggested that she may be the foreperson. I have no idea. All I know is the last time they called a juror up like that, she was kicked off the jury. Ironically, juror number 3 was also called up on the day juror number 5 was kicked off the jury, and sources say she reported juror number 5 for some sort of inappropriate conduct. Juror number 3 took her job very seriously throughout the trial and was alert and took notes with every witness. That's unfortunate.
That means she was a good jury. She
The
was threatened,
O'Keefes
I would
brought the
say.
people who murdered John O'Keefe, Brian Albert, Colin Albert, and Jennifer McCabe, with them to court. They did this in an attempt to have me ejected. Like, why are you making this about yourself again, buddy? Come on, like. They did this in an attempt to have me ejected, but Judge Cannoni's order says that I cannot be in the courtroom while they are testifying, so I'm allowed to stay in the courtroom. I'm currently seated directly behind Brian Albert, where I belong, with the media. People are saying this is possibly the worst move they could have possibly made. They did this to sway the jury, probably. Like, oh, these people are believable. You can believe them. We trust them.
I don't
You
trust.
can trust them too. I trust you. You trust me. We're a whole murderous family. John O'Keefe's life was good and bad, but Brian Albert took care of that.
What do you think? You think Larry got a good singing voice? Go to his YouTube and channel and let him know how good his voice is.
So juror number 3 is gone.
I don't think you do that when you're gonna have your closing arguments. I said jury 3
And the lawyers are
was
still
threatened
discussing.
by the family or the police department. They should have him locked up, questioned in a motel under FBI jurisdiction where none of the police officers can get to, the corrupt police officers. I'm hoping that the FBI arrested those idiots. Intimidation of witness, intimidation of the jury's family. And when they do the sidebar, you can't hear what's going on. They mute the mic. And they probably doing it by Zoom. I don't know how Zoom works. So I don't know. They change the code every day or what. I don't know how Zoom works.
So, I wonder what's taking them so long.
Maybe they're gonna call a mistrial.
Sean McKinnon says, I'm calling it. There's going to be some crazy mistrial shenanigans. What do y'all think?
People, put 1 in the chat
Give me 1
if there's
second,
going to
folks.
be a mistrial.
Fire, I have to put out.
I said put 1 if a mistrial. 2, guilty. 3, not guilty. The McAlvers has threatened these jury people or somebody in the family. They kind of like the mafia. I wish the state FBI would step in and arrested every one of them before the jury trial. And you all see evidence of O'Keefe's arm. That is dog bites, dog scratches. Why didn't McAllister get rid of that dog? Evidence. Why did they bust the concrete floor up, remove it, and replace it? Blood. You know, it's only my opinion. O'Keefe's cell phone says that he was in the house, going down flights of steps. So, you know, you all have right to your opinion. Right now, Karen Reed is getting screwed. That's true. They are intimidating the jury. I believe that is going on, people. You know, you have the right to be in the jury room, but is the FBI or the marshals protecting these juries? You know, that's the questions to ask. Put people in the chat. Put one if they're going to have a mistrial.
Okay, fire has been put out. So what do you guys think? Are there going to be some mistrial shenanigans? What are people saying? Mistrial, they wouldn't dare to retry, do they? No, I don't think they can. There's too many witnesses involved, too much testimony locked in, and they will screw up the testimony. There's no way there's going to be a retrial. It's either it's going to go down now. It's going to go down now.
People, put one in the
Mark
chat.
Tier says,
mistrial.
the feds talk to the jury. No,
Two in the chat.
Zero.
Guilty.
That's not allowed.
And
That's
three,
literally called. You
not
think the
guilty.
FBI is going to be
When you
intimidating
watch this
legal
live.
proceedings? Come on, no. That's so illegal, and the FBI would never. Are you nervous as I am? Why are you nervous? Are you not on trial here, Arcane? Why are you nervous?
I agree. They should make the
Are you guys nervous?
McAlbers leave the courtroom.
I mean, I don't have a personal stake in this game, you know. Maybe because I try a lot of cases and I have a little bit of a feel for it, so I'm not invested in this one because it's not my client. You feel nervous for her? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I empathize with her, but
People, I
wouldn't
want
say
you
I'm
all
nervous.
pray for Karen
Personally.
Reed. You see the screw up.
Kestrel says the fact that the McCabe's are in the room is going to be hysterical when they bring up the discrepancies in Jen's testimony during closing. That is true. That is true, actually.
See, you getting it from a lawyer's view. And Larry explains it where if you're slow, where you can't understand it. Larry makes it where you can understand if you're smart or dumb. Your people on this planet is very smart. If there's justice out there on this planet, they find her not guilty. And I'm just waiting on the FBI because they're there in Zoom. They're recording it to bring more charges against the McAllisters. And probably some of the state police there too. Because they lied. They falsified evidence.
Nonsense, I have to reply.
The tail light that you saw in the police video when she was in front of that house. And people had blown that up. You see the red lens. It was red. If it was busted out, as they said, you wouldn't see that in the video. The police screwed up. When there's a crime scene, you tape it off.
The fact that the McCabe's are in the room is going to be hysterical when they start bringing up the discrepancies in our testimony and closing. That is going to be. I can't wait to look at her face. Oh, that's a good poll. That's a good poll. Let's do that. Why not? While we're, well, shut up, Larry. Start a poll. How long will the jury deliberate? Let's see. 1 hour. 3 hours. 1 day. 2 days. Let's see. What do you guys think?
I said 3 hours.
What does chat think?
But I can't spell. I would put it in my chat. It shouldn't take no more than a day. It should take a couple hours. It might take 30 minutes. But I'm waiting on to see what the FBI do. The FBI had wiretaps on all those people's cell phones. They might delete it, the McAllisters might delete it, but the FBI with a wiretap wiretap on their phones, they got it. No matter if you erased it. But it's somewhere after on the cloud, people. You can erase it. It's still going to be there.
You think some people are saying you think 2 hours? I don't know. I just picked, some random numbers. 1 hour, 3 hours, 1 day, or 2 days. People are saying 3 hours. They're not even going to deliberate longer than 15 minutes. 15 minutes, Mark Feather. For those of you who don't get that reference, don't worry about it. It's a What the Hales reference.
It is. Mark Feather's a good attorney. He got his own YouTube channel.
Mark Feather has his own channel. Birds of a Feather or something. Oh gosh, I forgot. What's the name of this channel?
Undirected or
somebody help me out. It's something
undirected. Undirected.
Not Birds of
Mark
a Feather.
Feathers or something.
Redacted Feather. Yes. Redacted Feather.
Yeah.
Where's he at now? Redacted Feather.
I like to see him in here in DUI guys.
Unredacted Feather. He's at 8,000 subscribers. What? That mother effer. I love you, man. Look, check this shit out. Check it. Look at that. Unredacted Feather. Go subscribe to his channel. Give him some love, folks. Unredacted Feather.
Yeah, go to his YouTube channel, people.
I love this man so much. He is such a good man.
He was what the hell's lawyer until liar Lynette Preston said he tried to bribe her.
Man. He's a good person and a good soul.
She stopped what the hell's to Florida. They also call her the Turtle Lady. She's in trouble in court, federal court.
Hey, Larry, off topic, but have you ever? Yes, I have. I have no idea what the question is. What did I what? Have I what?
Larry met Mark Feathers, and the other lawyer is with Jeremy Hales.
No, you don't Haktui the Alberts. Haktui is when you spit on the dick, bro. No. You can't.
People, viewer description is advised.
That is disgusting. At least that's how I took it. Unless you actually mean like just.
What you all people, it's watching my channel.
Oh,
or
have I
the-
ever done the liar bit?
What
Oh,
do
you mean
you
like,
think
Your
the
Honor?
FBI going to do
Objection, Your
after
Honor.
the
You're
hearing?
really hurting my case. No, I've never done that. Only bad lawyers do that. Only bad lawyers do that kind of
See,
stuff.
Larry
I am a good
explains
lawyer.
everything
Good lawyer.
that people, it's
Good
not
lawyer.
too smart,
Good lawyer,
smart people in between people where you
Objection. I
can
mean, have I ever
understand.
objected to throw a prosecutor off their flow? Absolutely, especially if there's a reason. Sometimes even if there's not a real reason, but I'm like, they're getting off the ground a little bit too hot. Let me slow them down a little bit. I've done that. Who hasn't done that? They've done it to me. That's normal.
He's right. I've seen that happen to lawyers.
Yeah, tell Justin Timberlake to give me a holler. 502-931-6788. Oh no, oh my god, I just doxed myself. Dear me. That number is all over the internet, so I didn't really dox myself.
That's his law firm.
Tell Justin to give me a holler. He was good in The Social Network. I liked him playing the Napster guy. What is taking so long? How long until we begin closing arguments? I should make that poll. Good God.
Well, I'm thinking jury number 3 got threatened by the
Already
McAllister.
read that one. Margaret here says, I think the FBI has spoken to the jury already. No. Edith Bociccio, do they wait in court for the verdict? Does who wait in court for the verdict? Most likely they're all going to leave. There may be a few stragglers left behind, but I think everybody's going to leave. I don't know your legal system. I live in Ireland. Oh, that's fair. No, no, the feds are not involved in that, in the jury. No.
That'd be jury tampering.
They're going to deliberate for 3 hours because then they get a free lunch. Well, they haven't made jack shit in the last few days. So, oh, here we go. Court's back. Finally. I think they did jury instructions yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I went to sleep. I went night-night. Don't forget to vote in the poll. How long will the jury deliberate?
People, I said less than 3 hours.
Half of you are literally saying 3 hours.
So why are they doing a sidebar? I know the McAllisters have been threatening people. The police department has probably threatened the family or watching their house, intimidating them.
Another sidebar.
That's only my opinion.
Parents guilty of being a tour. I don't know if there's ever been a murder suspect. Not a murder suspect. A person on trial for murder as affable and lovable as Karen Read in the history of the United States, or maybe even the world. Has there ever been a more loved person in the hot seat on trial for murder that has been disloved and disliked in the history of... No, not OJ. OJ was hated. To this day, everybody knows OJ did it.
No, he didn't. OJ was not guilty.
No, nobody liked OJ. What are you talking about?
I watched OJ
insane?
trial from the
Johnny Depp was not on
beginning.
trial for murder.
He
What?
didn't do it.
He
If
was
you all
prosecuted.
remember,
He was the plaintiff suing Amber Heard. He was not the defendant on trial for murder.
if you all remember,
Oh
there
my God.
was
No, Johnny Depp was not
OJ's
on trial for
dog
murder.
there.
Stop saying Johnny
They
Depp.
said the dog barked. Since that was
Look at
OJ's
Jennifer
dog
Cave with
too,
that
it
stare.
wouldn't bark at OJ.
Those
You had
big
this
little
cop
blank eyes.
that climb over the fence without a search warrant.
Just because you're
No.
the goat?
That was
I'll take the compliment,
suspicious.
but I have no idea what's in reference to.
But
Oh,
to me,
fangirl. Fair enough. Fair
OJ
enough. Fair enough.
was not guilty. Even their kid says dad wasn't guilty. I saw it somewhere on a video.
I wish you could
I
blur
guess
the
they
photos.
done. It said dad was not guilty.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, today at 6 p.m., guess what's premiering today at 6 p.m.? Proctor Pooper. I'm premiering the Trooper Proctor series on my channel. That's today.
People, you remember Proctor? I believe he was a state trooper.
Super exciting stuff.
So you
Super
need to
exciting stuff.
go to the DUI guy.
Trooper Proctor episode 1. I already have 4 recorded. So today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday is already definitely premiering. Saturday, I'm hoping to go live. And then Sunday will be episode 5. Oh, it's going to be glorious, you guys. Oh, it's so...
In case you missed some of the trial, go to the DUI guy where you can watch it.
That's like Chandler behind you wasn't sick yet.
About
Chandler
Proctor.
saw all of his testimony, and I remember laying in bed and hearing, "Oh my God!" Like, "Oh!" Like Chandler sitting here going, "Oh!" And now I get a chance to enjoy it. Oh, so much, Heart. She says, "I hope you get." Master class. I really want to break that down. O.J. Simpson, the closing of the Scopes Monkey trial. That was Clarence Darrow. I obviously there's no video of it. I'd have to actually like read it. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna throw it in there, but and then somebody said Jeffrey Curley. I don't even know who that is, but I added it to the list. Jeffrey Curley's closing by the defense is a master class, apparently. I have to do Trooper Paul. You understand that these series they take time. They take time. Everybody wants me to do Rittenhouse. Everybody wants me to do Rittenhouse. So I'm going to do Rittenhouse next after I'm done with Trooper Proctor. Sarah Boone hasn't started yet. My goodness. And my camera just crapped up. There we go. We're back.
Everybody's having.
No, Trooper Paul. No, I was going to do Brian Higgins. People wanted Brian Higgins. Remember when I was asking?
I'm
if
gonna
people
go
want me to
find
do
me a
Carey? They're like,
T-shirt.
no.
Put it on.
And then I was like,
I want
should I
a bunch
do
of
Brian
clothes
Higgins? And people were
last
like,
night.
yeah, do
They're
Brian
in the
Higgins.
dry.
But then I got sick, so I didn't get a chance to do like
So
2 weeks. I lost 2 weeks of material, unfortunately. I had to like go into my vault and
people, my
oh, what about
like
Murdoch?
crazy.
But Murdoch wasn't that good. There wasn't really any cross-examination. I was like, oh my God, this was incredible. I will cover Sarah Boone if it ever happens. Trust me, it's on my list of to-do things. Young Thug, I'm not touching that shit. It's too sorrow and too slow and too mild. So definitely gonna do the Johnny Depp Cross of Amber and the closing. Maybe the opening. What do you guys think? Should I do the opening in the Johnny Depp trial? Does anybody even remember the opening in the Johnny Depp trial, April of 22? Yes, I'm gonna be in New Mexico for the Rust case. Smiley Mama 04. Brian Koberger, eh. I'm still following it from a distance. Follow it closer. Casey Anthony, Trevon Martin. Again, nothing really stands out. Like these guys stand out. These guys all stand out. The cross-examination of Grosskreutz and where's Jeffrey Curley? Why do I have it on the list? Kidnapping. I don't know. Somebody suggested it, and I guess I added it.
Let you all know, yesterday in Scottsburg, gasoline went up
Is
16
there
cents.
even a video?
Why it keeps going up, people?
Wait, oh, David Yannetti. Yannetti represented him, didn't he?
It's no holiday. You know, you sell more
I checked the report. It's got an
gasoline,
OnlyFans.
make more money if the gas prices is lower. You got that.
Nothing really stands out.
So, you know, your state's got laws
No,
on
you
the
guys are not
book.
listening.
Check it
We're
out
not talking
with your
about cases
state.
that are coming up. We're talking about I'm not talking about cases that are upcoming. I'm talking about cases that have already happened. Okay? Cases that have already happened. That's all we're looking for right now. And there's video. Cases that have already happened, and there's video. See, Johnny Depp, we have the closing, and we have the cross. Karen Reed, the opening, which I already did. So I need to remove it probably. I don't know why it's on my list. Kyle Rittenhouse, the closing. Is a masterclass. So I'm going to do that. Because the juror was there. That's why. Aiden says that Jennifer McCabe just whispered something in Paul O'Keefe's ear and they laughed. Earlier, she was rubbing Aaron O'Keefe's shoulders. Ugh.
That'll make me sick. I don't see how the O'Keefe can deal with knowing they know that they killed him. No. I hope the FBI arrests the McAllister's family. If they find Karen Reed not guilty, somebody would go after the McAllisters. But since that county there is all corrupt, I don't know.
Everyone is saying Brian Albert can come to the courthouse but can't step outside to see John O'Keefe dead on his lawn, huh? Oh my God. That is so bad. That is so bad. Oh God. That's hilarious. All right, how's our poll doing? We got almost 1,100 votes. Literally half of you are saying it's going to take 3 hours. Respect. All right, we can end the poll. They dismissed juror number 3. They dismissed juror number 3. And not guilty vote. I think our cameraman is drunk today, folks. Look at this, not this. Present, share screen. Our cameraman is drunk. Look, he got the OnlyFan off center. He's usually pretty good about his job, except not today. Maybe because he has to keep panning to it over and over and over. Yeah, no kidding, James. Us long to get to closing arguments. I have a massage day. I don't have time for this. Closings.
They do anything to screw up with. Man, that show that was stepped
That's
in
massage
long
today.
time ago. That's only my opinion.
Juror number 3 is gone. Bye-bye.
Oh. The one you
No, I'm
cute.
no longer contagious.
Hi, Socks.
They're
Hi,
like
baby.
screening the jury.
Hi. See, you keep falling out of the window, don't you? Huh?
Right now, I think. That's
Oh.
what's happening.
Oh.
Juror number 3 can talk freely now. Yes. Anytime children are involved, man, I just can't. All right, what's that? Doctor's the name of the idiot talking to. That's true.
All persons have any business before the Honorable Beverly Kennedy, Justice of the Norfolk Superior Court in the County of Norfolk.
That's hilarious.
Give it attendance, you shall be heard. Let's say the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This court is now open. You may be seated.
22-117, the Commonwealth versus Karen Reed.
All right, good morning again, counsel. Good morning, Ms. Reed. Good morning, jurors. So I don't know how many times I start in the morning by saying we appreciate your patience, but today is one of those days. Again, we appreciate your patience. You may notice that one of your fellow jurors is not sitting with an issue to do. To follow the instructions and refrain from just yes, nodded affirmatively. Were you also able to follow the instructions and refrain from doing any independent research or investigation into this case? Everyone said yes or nodded affirmatively. Did anyone happen to see, hear, or read anything about this case since we left here yesterday? So now we're at the point of the trial where the lawyers get to do their closing arguments.
Closing arguments.
I've
Here we
given
go.
each an hour to do so, and they both tell me that they want me to give a 5-minute warning. I just don't want you to think I'm scolding them when I give a 5-minute warning, so we'll let them do that. When I was a child, I tried a lot of cases in this book. Just before my closing
I think Jack's doing the
argument,
closing.
remember, I'm not evidence. It's true. So because of that, all right, so if you just put your notebooks away.
Closing arguments by the defense
The closing arguments
is
are
the
not
evidence. They went over the
Very
evidence.
important.
What the prosecutor gonna do is
Yeah,
lie.
Jackson's doing it. He's stressed. Look at how stressed he is. Fixing his tie. Jackson's doing the closing.
Throughout the entire trial, I'd ask that you extend your courtesy to the closing. In Massachusetts, because the Commonwealth has the burden of proof, it's lost. So they're not-
Here we go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Karen Reed was framed.
Look the other way. Look the other way. 4 words that sum up the Commonwealth's entire case. 4 words that sum up the hopes of those who have tried to deceive you. Conflicts of interest. Just look the other way. Magic hairs, magic glass. Look the other way. Late night calls and Google searches, falsified affidavits, inverted videos, and butt dials galore. Just look the other way. That's what they want. That's what they're counting on, but the uncontrovertible fact is you have been lied to in this courtroom.
Excuse me.
And your job is to make sure you ever, your singular duty is to stare down the evidence and do it unflinchingly and do it unwaveringly. You see, you're the only thing standing between Karen Reed and the tyranny of injustice. It's your job you didn't ask for, or probably a job you didn't want, but it's the greatest responsibility we have as citizens here in America. Lest the government stop answering to us
Yes.
and we start answering to the government.
Yes. Love that.
And woe betide any one of us who might find ourselves in the crosshairs of a Michael Proctor.
Ooh.
Preparing for today, I was reminded of a quote. It's a quote about the truth, and I want to share it with you. It is of great importance to set a resolution never to tell an untruth. There is no vice so mean, so pitiful, so contemptible, and those who permit themselves to tell a lie once find it much easier to do it a second time and a third. This falsehood of the tongue leads to that of the heart, and in time, it depraves all its good dispositions. What does that mean? It means that it's been observed that to tell an untruth, to exaggerate, to make a false claim, it's a cancer. One lie begets another, and it's a malignancy that grows over time. And that, folks, is how a cover-up is born. That's how a Massachusetts state trooper says in whispered tones to his friends when he thought no one was looking or listening, how he would make a case, how he would make it cut and dry.
You
no
saw
matter
that.
Oh,
how he would
yes.
make sure to put, quote, serious charges on the girl. In other words, pin it on the girl. You may ask yourself, how does this happen? How could this happen? It's 2024. Surely people aren't going to come to this courtroom, this hall of justice, and lie to us, just give us false information. They wouldn't do that.
Yes, they
Wouldn't try to
would.
cover up the truth. The Alberts, the McCabe's, Higgins, Lank, Michael Proctor, Yuri Buchanan, Brian Tully. You don't have to wonder if they would lie to support their narrative. You need only wonder how many times they did lie. Over and over and over. They and others were caught deceiving you. Big things, small things. It didn't really matter. They feared
True.
nothing.
Yeah.
They'll look you in the eye and deny phone calls. They'll deny secret meetings. They'll claim that calls are butt dials and butt dials are answered. They'll show you a video and tell you left is right and right is left.
You can't
They'll
bark
magically turn
but
3
dial
pieces
these
of plastic into 5 right
smartphones.
before your eyes.
The screen goes off.
And even when they're caught with their own lies, they won't blink. They don't sweat. They'll just look you in the eye and demand, pay no attention. You folks look the other way.
Oh my God. He changed the theme though. Look the other way.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a cover-up in this case, plain and simple. You'll surely say to yourself, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that can happen in our community. But sadly, over the past 8 weeks, you've seen it before your eyes. So how does a cover-up happen? How could that happen? We'll count the ways, shall we? Pick your investigator, someone we know, someone on our side. Offer him help, offer him a gift. Have secret friends and family meetings. Get your story straight. Delete your call history. Make mysterious phone calls at 2:22 a.m. Delete Google searches. Monitor police activity. Get rid of evidence. Get rid of your dog.
Oh
Destroy
my
your
God.
phones. Destroy your SIM card. For the investigator, decide on a narrative early on. Don't go to the crime scene. Don't take witnesses in for questioning. Question all the witnesses together. Ignore witnesses who don't fit your narrative. Allow friends and family to contact those same witnesses. Don't names, omit witnesses' interviews altogether.
So good.
Don't photograph the evidence. Don't conduct any forensics. Don't document the evidence. Don't document the logs. Don't create any
That's
logs.
exactly
whatsoever.
what
Don't
happened,
maintain a chain of
people.
custody. Keep all the evidence in the hands of one person and then manipulate that evidence, including videos. Don't turn over videos. Invert videos. Turn 4:16 p.m. into 5:30 p.m. in affidavits. Turn 3 pieces of taillight into 5 pieces of taillight. Delete 42 minutes of surveillance footage. Hide personal relationships. Make this case cut and dry and ensure the homeowner, quote, never sees any shit because he's a busted cop.
And he's sitting right
Most
behind
importantly,
you.
pick your patsy and pin it on the girl. It's not that it
I
could
love
happen.
this.
It's that every single one of those things I just mentioned
Is he allowed to cuss in court
Right.
like
in
that.
front of you. But this sort of injustice can't happen in a vacuum. So what about the prosecution? What about the Commonwealth? What does it look like when the government picks a narrative and then tries to form a prosecution around the narrative instead of the other way around? Looks a lot like this. If you don't have actual evidence, just throw every single thing you can against the wall to see what sticks. Drag her through the mud and make sure you attack her character. And that's what you saw in this case.
I'm breaking this down.
The
I'm doing
Commonwealth
this
spent
next.
much of their time and resources trying to vilify Karen Read. They desperately resorted to calling witnesses to talk about Karen Read and John O'Keefe's arguments. They even stooped so low as to call the children and put them through this ordeal. All to say that John sometimes got upset because Karen was too kind, too nice, spoiled them too much. Their arguments illustrated what anybody could imagine is a normal set of ups and downs for any couple. Even on January 28th, they talked it out, they communicated, they worked out their issues, and they had a nice, affectionate evening out with their friends. And you don't have to take my word for it. Pull the tape, as they say. Look at the videos. C.F. McCarthy, Waterfall. What are the words that every single person who testified in this case used about Karen Read and John O'Keefe that night? Getting along, no issues, good mood, happy, affectionate, even lovey-dovey. No issues, no toxicity. They were a loving couple right up into the time Karen Read dropped him off and he walked into 34 Fairview. If an argument with a loved one is a motive for murder, folks, we're all in trouble. Speaking of which, what is the evidence that John went into the house? The Commonwealth will tell you, undoubtedly, no, he never went in the house. And they'll point to certain witnesses who they say didn't see him go in. Well, the question you have to ask yourself is, can you rely on that? First, these are all people who are related to or committed to the Alberts in some way
Yes.
or another.
Yes.
That all-powerful Kenton family, it's easy to say, I didn't see something, because how can that really be challenged? Some actually may not have seen John walk into the house. They were in the kitchen, as you recall, from Nicole. Third, at least one witness, Brian Higgins, forgot his narrative, at least for a second.
Let's try this again. So people, I don't know what's going on. Either it's YouTube or StreamYard or the internet. Not enough memory to open it. Man, they screwing with me. I ain't got no other tabs open. Don't mean I ain't got no memory. I don't know what the hell's going on, people. So I guess I have to end it because I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe that's YouTube. Hell, I don't know. Maybe I'll find another.
Sitting beside the car. He wasn't laying on the ground beside the car. He was nowhere in sight. There's only one other place that John could have been, and that's in the house.
I got a feeling the internet is screwing up.
Exactly where the Apple Health data places it. So it all fits.
It's the internet. What the hell's going on?
Go to 34 Fairview.
people, I'm gonna have to get off of here. I'm sorry,
that night.
but it's either the what I don't know.
Did you make it over the camera?